Hello everybody and welcome back to competitive multiplayer. So today is harvest day. We do have one and a bit of our fields ready. And the reason why I say one and a bit is because the headland is ready over the next field, but not the rest of it because it was done over 2 days. But this one here is fully ready. So we're going to harvest the canola today, but it's not the first thing. Because the first thing I want to do is to harvest somebody else's field. Field number 90, I've already got the contract booked in. And it's about 5 acres of oats, and it's not too far away either. In fact, it's extremely close. So we're going to get the oats from field number 90. We're going to put them into the sell point, obviously, and we're going to get a bonus from this. We don't really want to keep the oats. There'll always be an excess, which we could keep for processing or selling. Well, processing in a production, you can sell it. But we don't want to, because the only production which I've got is really, well, the greenhouse, which definitely does not want oats, and we've got the chickens, which also do not want oats. They can take wheat, barley and sorghum. So yeah, we'll just get them sold. Anyway, we're going to get the front loader and the pallet fork for this, but we've got to do the contract first because we don't have enough money. We almost do, but not quite. So without any further ado, let's get the combine taken over to field number 90. The contract itself, before you take into account any kind of bonuses from the oats, is worth 6,033. So it's not game changing, but it's also not bad at the same time. Where did I put my header? I have a bad habit of losing my header. There it is. So we'll have to get it out of there with the tractor. It's actually going to be better off towed there with the tractor anyway, because no doubt I won't be able to get it into the field with the combines. So let's just get up there and we'll get it done. We can start the episode with a bit of income before we spend a bit. Actually, I don't think we're going to be spending too much today. Shouldn't be too bad at all. Just the front loader and pallet fork as far as I'm aware, unless another business venture comes along, or if there's something really good in the sale. People on the road, strolling down the middle of our lane. Couldn't they hear a combine coming? Apparently not. Oh, okay, so this is our turning. Ah, now it's actually a really good field for getting a header on in. Most of the fields are quite tight. We do have a fairly big combine harvester, but if I plan this correctly, all I have to do is just back into here, and then we can just pull up alongside, well, parallel to the road with the header, and then just attach it. Should be really easy. I do like this new Holland, you can probably tell. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it. I probably will, because we'll probably have no choice, but I don't want to get rid of it. We'll put it that way. Yeah, we'll likely need its value to go into another bigger tractor. No, that's true actually, there is no fuel station on the map, as far as I'm aware actually. I've been told that too. But I haven't been on a Giants editor to actually find the trigger. But I can imagine it's true. Yes, I can imagine it's very true. Because several people have said it. But if there is one, we'd love to know where it is. So please do comment down below. It's not actually a problem, because I think you can buy a diesel tank. And if you can't buy a diesel tank, there will be a mod. I had a quick look. There are the diesel tanks in the container category, but you might have to tanker the diesel from a fuel station to them. I'm not too sure exactly. Anyway, let's just stop here. I think before I go and get the grain trailer, I will fill the combine. But so far it's been fairly painless. Actually, this is a good field to buy eventually. It's got good access. Right. Okay, it's a shame it's not ours, but what can you do? I think I will do 2 laps of the headland. We could also bale it, but no, we couldn't. We do not. Do we have the mod? Yeah, we probably do have the mod installed actually. Baling contracts. So yeah, we could bale it. If we had a baler, I would definitely do it. But with the header being so small, that is going to be a serious amount of passes with the baler we're going to have to make. So we probably won't. Okay, let's fill the tank first of all. Right, it's 25 to 12 now, and we're making some good progress. Obviously, by the end of this episode, we do want to have our canola field done, the one which is fully ready. The one which has only got the headland done, well, we could take the headland off, I suppose, but it doesn't need to be, as the majority of the field is not ready. But it would definitely be ready next time, because it was done the next morning, so it is just one step behind. But we're almost full again, and I don't actually know how full the trailer is. Right, so that's actually going to fill it now. But I think what I will do is I will unload what I can and then continue. We might be able to fit this all into one, well, the remaining space in the combine possibly. We'll have to just see. We could do with a bigger trailer, but it's not essential at this stage. I wonder if I'll be able to go back up. We should be able to just about make it back up again. And we can unload. But yeah, with this combine we could actually upgrade the header's width, which is why I'm kind of reluctant to sell it, to downgrade it with an older combine which is the same width but a bit slower. I just think we should probably hold on to this one. This map really does look like FS17 and that's not an insult, I do like FS17 a great deal. It's got a bit of lighting. Something has been tweaked with the lighting. I'm sure of it. It's definitely darker than a standard FS25 map. Okay, what can we squeeze into here then? It's also very handy having two tractors. We can probably get most of it in. I'd expect to be left with about 20%. Then again, 43%. But that might be enough space, we'll have to see. Okay, there we go. So we just need to spin around, get that final bit, and then that is this field completed. The reason why the contract is still saying 80% is because a certain percentage is the delivery of the grain, which is good because it means we get to harvest every single little bit, whereas with other contracts there's always that leeway and it doesn't actually let you finish the job, which is good and bad at the same time. Anyway, yeah, it's another 7,294 litres on top of what's in the trailer, so I'm fully expecting everything in the trailer to just go to the owner, as you would expect it to, and then something in there will be ours, but I don't know how much. Hopefully it's a good amount, but we'll have to see. Anyway, yeah, we're going right to the top. Couldn't really be simpler, just straight up the road, and that is where we're dropping off all of these oats, and then we can sort out the front loader. And I was just going to quickly check the price for eggs. 3,400. Well, that's not too bad. But in November it is even better. So I probably should stockpile the eggs and not sell them yet. Because November isn't that far away. I know we're in midsummer here, but it's surprising how fast the time can go. And it's at least 1 month per episode. So August, September, October, November. So it's only 4 episodes until we can sell the eggs. And there should be at least 2 pallets, I'd hope, by then. We'll have to see. Probably 1.5. We don't have that many chickens. Okay, this is going to be a reversing job, I reckon. Otherwise, well, I might be able to open that door. But no, we'll just reverse it. So, I think they'll probably want at least half of the next load. Seems likely. Let's go and get it, and let's get this finished off. And there we go. Job done. So now we need to watch the bank account and see what we get as a bonus. It's a tip, basically. 2,853 plus the environmental score award. Can't really complain, I don't think, of that. That seems quite good, because we also do get the contracts payment as well, which means we're now on £17,500, much better than when we started. So now it is time to focus on our canola field. We just need to get the Massey Ferguson back across that field with the header. Oh, this road is busy. They all follow each other like sheep. I think I'll park over here. Out the way. Just look at my oak trees already. They look so good. They need to get even chunkier though. The chunkier, the better. Right, so as I've just been having a little think whilst doing the driving down here, we really could do with upgrading the spreader so that it can spread lime. So I should probably hold off buying the front loader for the time being. I'm just going to have to try and push the pallet out of the spawn point with the tractor's wheels. I know, it doesn't sound good, but it's not cheating, and hopefully it'll work. And also, yes, we do have crop destruction here, so I really cannot be driving in the crop if I can help it. It's not going to be super easy. Giving bush a bit of a push. Okay, so we're underway. For some reason I wasn't recording, annoyingly, but I just turned around. I moved Matthew Ferguson. I went out the gate, turned around, and came back in. It worked very, very well, and I was super annoyed that my video was not recording. Just typical. But yeah, it works well. So this is the start of our super good payment, which is going to be coming in the winter. You can see on the yield map it's yielding extremely well. And it won't be filling up the combine too quickly either, because it is canola. It's not a crop that fills up the tanks that fast. So I don't know, I should probably just go around the headland once maybe. Doesn't really make a big difference. Yeah, I should still be able to manoeuvre. Oh, maybe we'll do it twice. We'll do it twice. We'll play it safe. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. The winter money that's going to come in is going to be significant. We've got this field of canola, we've got an even bigger field of canola, and then we've got sorghum and we've got soybeans. So plenty to be getting on with. Yeah, so I plan on spreading lime. I'm going to have to get a spreader that can do lime. We might even rent it. It probably will be cost effective to rent. And hopefully when we do that, we'll have all the fields to do in one go. So we can just rent it, spread lime on every single field that we have, and then return it. Now, some of the fields will be probably spring cropping, and others will be winter. I would like to put a cover crop in. If we do, then in February we'll get a subsidy. But that obviously is only relevant for the winter crop, sorry, the spring crops, because that's when the cover crop would still be in the ground. So, yeah, well, we're going to put barley in. We're definitely going to do barley. And obviously that is not, in this game, a spring crop, even though it very much is a spring crop as well, in real life. So yeah, at least one of these fields, the bigger fields, is not going to be spring. It's going to have to be winter. I think we probably will be targeting mostly winter crops, actually. So the moment, providing there's time, the moment that we get the last crop out of the ground, we need to rent the spreader, we need to spread the lime, then we need to put a cover crop in. It should be ready in just 1 month, and then we can go straight in with the drill, hopefully, and put the proper crop in, the final harvesting crop. Okay, well that is this field done, and that was not slow, that was really, really fast, and we've managed to get, I think, over a full trailer load just here, which for canola is very good. in it goes. Right, I'm just going to swap over. This is going to have to move again. And we do really need to have everything transferred to the next field, ready for next time. If I can take the headland off, then great. But if not, not a problem. Okay, yeah, that's full. So we have at least 12,100 litres. It's going to go straight into our silo. I could sell it straight away, but the price is not good. It's actually at its worst. So it's just silly. When we have a silo here, that is just not a good idea. It's going to be worth so much money. So canola, we should be able to get 2,127, and you can see we're really out at the bottom of the trough there at 1,400, although actually there is one place which can do 1,523. Right, so let's get everything moved over. We'll get the rest of the seed taken out of the combine, and we'll see how far we can get. It's going to be a bit of a pain getting into this field, but I should be able to do it. Although I might have to drive over a little bit of the crop. So yeah, obviously there's only so much I can do here without driving over unripe crop, which I definitely do not want to be doing. But just making enough space here so we can get the tractor and trailer in. And you never know, we might get almost a full tank, believe it or not. So this is the not so good field. The soil type under this field is really not the best. And it's very flat up here, so we could well use this top area for placing buildings or productions or animals even, maybe even a big animal shed. I'm not too sure. But this is the field to do it in, because of it not being a very good soil type. If it was loam, I definitely would not be putting anything on it. And I think we'll probably continue growing crops in it for at least a year or two. But if we have any ideas, then this is the place to do it. Maybe more greenhouses. And speaking of greenhouses, yeah, I need to make sure our greenhouse has got enough water. Yeah, see, as you can see, there's not really much left that we can go at. I can't drive through unripe rapeseed because it's just gonna cause issues. And chainsaw's done. So I think this is a good finishing point. I'm pretty much done anyway. I would just be, you know, hunting around looking for more bits. So that wouldn't be a very wise idea anyway. So we'll get back up to the top. We'll park up for today. We'll move on to August next time. This will then be ready to harvest. We'll be able to start the next episode harvesting all this. It will be done in the first section of the video. And, well, I don't know when the sorghum and the soybeans are going to be ready, but it won't be too long. I could put a cover crop in here, potentially. So, let me just pull forward with this tractor. You can go somewhere over here. And we'll finish by putting the trailer underneath the auger. I think it's been a good episode. Some some good progress made. Obviously we haven't made the money today from this, but we will do. That day will come. A flying chainsaw. Flying chainsaw distracted me. Okay. And there we go. Not bad at all. Okay, so if you have liked this video, please do remember to thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and there is a link down below to Chainsaw video. Definitely do check that out as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.